Hello everyone, welcome to this week's class. So this Tuesday class we're going to be doing some exercise to keep you fit and healthy during lockdown, and then you'll be able to come back and do lots of martial arts because you'll still be super fit, right? So that's why we haven't put our jackets on today because it might get a bit hot. So if you put the gi bottoms on but put a t-shirt on, that's okay. So we're going to start with a bow. And bow. Good. Now, before we start our session, just to let you know, we're going to be using some water bottles as weights, right? A bit like these ones behind me. So I can go like this, do some punching. You can either use, you're impressed, aren't you?
Whoa!
Water bottles, or you can use cans of beans or anything a little bit heavy that you can fit in your hand.
Those are about 500 mils, which is obviously that kind of weight. It's like 500 grams.
Water bottles are good because you can empty some out if you find it too hard. Whereas beans are kind of a set weight. If you have absolutely nothing, ask your parents, they'll find something, right? You can hold your shoes, stinky hands. You can hold 2 balls of socks, heavy socks. Or if you absolutely give up, you can just do it without holding any weights. You'll still get good exercise. But ideally, we want to have something ready. So if we go grab it now very quick while I waffle on, we want to have something that you can use as a weight, right? But you don't want something too heavy, right? We're going to do like punching. So these weights for me are very good because I can punch pretty fast with them. But if I had 2 like giant gallon jugs, I'd be like, and that's not going to make my punches faster and stronger.
Yeah. Because I do resistance training. You see some like people who do running. They practice a lot in the sea or in the water, and they practice running in the water because it's causing them resistance. So that when they're not running in water, they feel much faster and they build up lots of stamina.
Oh, nearly dropped
So the idea is that if we work hard on doing punches, everything like that, with weights, when we don't have the weights, we're even that much faster.
Right, so you should have a weight ready. I'll get going. So we're going to bow. Okay.
Again.
We did not already? I don't know.
We can do it again.
Great. So we're going to start with, especially when we're going to do hard exercise, we want to start gently and slow. And slowly let our bodies warm up to it. You guys are young, so you always just burst into things. But especially
when you're old,
Sensei Julia's a lot older than me, so she has to be very careful and really slowly warm up.
Who believes that? Hands up.
Not with this haircut, but normally. So we're going to start with some mobilizers. So this is really gently just taking all our major joints through a full range of motion. So we do our wrists. And forearms.
I've only got 2.
Byron said this is what we do at gymnastics. Gymnasts are also athletes, so they don't want to get hurt. Because your goal is to be good at gymnastics and win competitions. But if you get hurt training, you can't do that. It's the same with martial arts. People think it's dangerous, but the whole goal is to be able to train it without getting hurt. That's the goal. So we're going to go up at an angle, like this. Open my chest.
I have to say, this is one of my favourite stretches for the stretch.
And
You
the other
suddenly start, you start, you're like there, and then as you do it, you feel your arms opening up, going a little bit further back.
And both arms forward. I did lots of kettlebells this week, so it feels really nice. And backwards. I'm sweating already though.
What's wrong with you?
We did some gymnastics.
What do you call this?
Windmills. Hands on your knees. Roll your knees.
Never done this in gymnastics. Never.
And then you're going to draw a circle in the air with your toes. Or you could even try to write your name in the air with your toes.
That's what.
And the other side.
Oh, now you have to write the name backwards.
Mine write the name.
I can do it. I just have to concentrate.
And now elbows up. We're just going to take our body for a rotation, right? It's like swinging a bat. But with no resistance, not working too hard.
Oh, that cracks.
And then the last thing we'll take for a range of motion is very important for fighters because you get hit, you end up with a bad neck. It's a really common thing that fighters have bad necks from martial artists. We're just going to put our ear on our shoulder and just roll away, but don't roll all the way, you're going to roll back again. Roll away, all the way back again. Roll away.
Are you doing around in a circle?
No.
Okay.
Just the front half.
A semicircle.
Good. And then you don't want to do too much stretching before you exercise, right? Because like a rubber band stretched out, it's not as twangy. Does that make sense?
No.
So people used to do lots of static stretching where you hold your toes before you do exercise. And that's been shown by science to be detrimental to your performance. You want to do those things, but after you exercise, as a warm down, not as a warm up. But we're just going to quickly, this one helps a little bit, instead of holding it, we're just going to go down, touch, and then come straight back up. So we're not doing an isometric hold, we're doing a dynamic stretch. So we're just
Ooh,
bouncing
look
off.
at you with your words.
It's like I'm qualified, right?
So you know what you're talking about.
This is actually a PNF stretch, post-neuromuscular facility.
What? You can't remember your children's dates of birth.
That's important, right? So we just want to make sure before we start blasting, trying to do exercise as hard as we can, that we're pretty warm, right? So we're just going to do 30 seconds of star jumps or jumping jacks, whatever you want to call them, right? 3, 2, 1, go. You got it down now, you fixed it.
Finally.
I couldn't do it wrong if I tried.
See, now you can.
18, 19, 20.
How does Nate go?
5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now grab your water bottles. We've got some ready over here. Now I'm going to have a timer. And you won't be able to see the timer on the video, but you'll hear it making a ding noise. It makes a very nice, satisfying boxing bell noise. So, the first exercise, we're going to start very martial arts. So I'm going to be in my fight gloves here, hands up, and let's go to punch non-stop like that. Very good. And remember, if you've got water bottles, you can change how heavy they are by adding some water in or taking some out. Right. I've lost my
Can't
timer.
really add water into a full bottle.
Well, there's a limit. Right.
There's what you said ago. Why is it hard for me? And you realise you're doing it with a 700 ml
You
bottle.
can't
So-
make it heavier if
Every exercise we're going to do is 40 seconds work, 30 seconds rest, 15 times, okay?
What?
15 exercises, 1 5, not 50,
That
right?
sounds really hard though.
Ah, you're fine. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on then.
I'm just setting up the clock.
Oh, not doing anything. Come on, Kyrie. Straight punches all the way out. Straight forward. Straight forward. Straight forward, Kyrie.
30 seconds.
Forward, forward.
27, 26, 27.
Don't count. Go, Kyrie. Punching out. At the moment, your arms are just waiting.
20 seconds.
Really?
Last 10 seconds, come on, let it move, come on. Punch, Kyra, punch.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Wait for the ding. Oh.
Wow, that was hard.
So, some of our exercises
That was
are like that one, very hard and fast, and with some we're just going to hold positions, right? There's going to be a nice variety, so it's not just punching 15 times, don't you worry. So the next one is the bird, Kyra. So you have straight arms, and you go up and down like this, like a bird. So we don't use this for fighting, but this will help you have strong shoulders, which will help your punches.
Okay, will you go?
And what?
Okay.
Go.
All the way to lateral?
Yeah,
Or
you want in line with your shoulders.
Ooh.
Don't want to go too high, just in line with shoulders. The straighter your arms are, the better. But if you really struggle, you have a little bend, it makes it easier. We want to try and keep them straight. Kyra's got a little bend, because they're a bit heavy for her. Sensei Julia is going level but slow, and I'm doing fast and level.
Blah, 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 blah.
Got such big
Come on,
arms,
Kyra. All the
might take off.
straight legs. Come on, that was 8 seconds.
Do it one.
Ah, my shoulders. Ah. Ow. Woo. Ow. That hurt.
2 down, 13 to go.
Oh no, I'm not going to make it.
So, the next one is
Lying down.
the drummer, Kyra.
The drum?
The drummer.
Like
So,
drum.
You got drums, and you got this bong, 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 bong. You got one up, one down, and you swap, 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 like that. You got to keep going the whole time.
Again, in time with your shoulders. In line with your shoulders.
Yes.
Alright.
Nice straight arms.
Does it matter that you alternate? Because you do it at the same time?
Drum,
Or you could do both up and both down?
Nah, that's where you bounce up and you got counter.
Drum.
Keep going, Kyra.
Come on, Tyra.
In line with your shoulders.
Keep them straight. Keep the bottles flat. Let's see.
20 seconds. You can let some water out and make it easier.
In a second, we may have to just swap it around.
Some of them are easier than this one. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 3 seconds. Oh,
Alright, give me a little. Alright, Chris, drink from that bottle.
Sink there. This is the old school way of making curry like you gotta down it.
There we go.
Get it, Mummy.
Just don't make sure the lid's back on.
Now I'm heavy, that's the problem.
Yeah, you're heavy to move now. Is that easier?
Right,
Yeah.
What do we do?
next one, gonna go here and both arms at the same time pump up like that.
Okay.
Like carrying.
So there's like 3 major shoulders in the muscles, and the last 3 exercises, 3 heads of the muscles.
3 muscles in the
3
shoulders.
muscles in the
Not
shoulders.
3 shoulders in the muscles.
I know what I mean. 3 muscles in the middle of that
3
body.
muscles in the shoulders. There you go.
And we work all 3.
Put paper there.
Let's go. This one gets hard, doesn't it? 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Yeah, make sure if you've got 3 water bottles would be perfect. You've got 2 to exercises with and 1 to drink while we work hard. You can have some. So then, next one, we're going to do some uppercuts, right? Instead of being like 1, 2, I want you to roll your uppercuts, right? So it should look like this. 1, 1. Can you see you
No, sorry.
rolling uppercuts like that?
Rolling up.
And go.
Rolling up. That's heavy enough.
So hand rolling underneath every time. And then fast.
Let's jump.
Come on, Sensitive. Why am I twice as fast as you? What's going on? Come on. Come on.
Okay, do myself on the face in a second.
No bonus points for knocking your own teeth out. Be careful, you've got back tins now. Rolling those uppercuts in. He should be knocked out by now.
5 seconds.
3 seconds.
3.
Okay, 6.
Right, we're going to do one of our easy ones now.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy. It's a bit of a trick.
Oh.
So, we have some exercises where we do movement, and there's some that are called isometric exercises. We just hold it like this. Now we're going to use these and we're going to work our shoulders, and we're going to do this.
Oh no, that's horrible.
The iron cross, you just got to
No.
hold it out. But it's a rest.
It's not a rest. Your shoulder's already broken.
Right,
How many exercises do we have left?
loads, go.
Ah!
Easy.
All you have to do is
Right.
hold it
Hold it
for
left
40
with your arms.
seconds. Straight
Down all the
arms.
time, straight arms. A little bit further down. Perfect.
If you watch World's Strongest Man, they do this like giant axes and kegs of beer and stuff. And it's so hard with
Have you
water
carried
bottles.
an axe before?
Huh?
Have you carried an axe?
I've carried an axe, but not like this.
Terrible idea. You drop it very quickly. Alright, 10 seconds, guys. Come on, we can do it. Just breathe. You're 30% stronger when you breathe out.
You yeah.
Ah!
Easy peasy that one.
I finished, and it was easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Now the next one. Kyra and Santa Julia might be able to imagine this quite well. You're going to punch a giant in the face. Imagine someone is a bit taller than you, and you're punching up trying to hit them. Can you imagine anyone that's taller than you?
You.
You want to punch in the face? You?
So it works our shoulders a bit more than our chest. It's a bit harder. Go! Punching up someone tall. Beating up that giant. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, punching the light.
Punching the light. Yeah, punching up.
We're not really punching it. Oh, listen, wait.
Faster. Come on. Come on, Karen. Beat that. It's faster. 15 seconds, Karen. Come on. Punching tall. That person's getting shorter than their sensitivity. Come on. Punch that giant. 6'5". Come on. 5 seconds. Punch the monster. Come on.
3 seconds on stage.
Woo, let's have a look. How many rounds have we done? That was 7.
refreshing.
The rest isn't long enough.
Now, Kyra, do you know? Have you ever seen someone milk a cow? They have big udders. You have to squeeze them, and the milk comes out. Right, so the next exercise is milking the cow. Right, I'll do it this way up so you can see, imagine it. So you go there, straight arms, and you milk. Go. And you have to have your arms out straight. See that? Straight out, no bends. Just a little bit up and down. Try and be fast and sensitive. This cow's waiting. They're frustrated. Straight arms, Cara. No faces, Cara.
You're doing it very fast.
You're doing it fast. You're going to speed up, catch up with you. No, sensitive. Come on, everyone's watching.
I don't care.
12
I don't
seconds.
succumb to peer pressure.
11, 10, 9,
Oh my word!
5 seconds. 3 seconds.
Next one's easy. Come on. Oh. Whoa.
So now we're past halfway.
Yeah, smashing it. So, the next one, get big arms, bicep curls. So we're going to go fast, just like this. You're on your elbows, pinch to your side, and just get there, 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 there. There you go. If you've got a weight, you can do this, but this should be easy. It's just keeping a good speed. Because we want muscular endurance for fighting. We don't want just one-off power. Then you can be a titan. There we go. Carry like this, that's it.
All the way
Up
up.
and down.
Higher.
Hold it sideways.
Higher. Sideways and all the way up.
Look at mummy or daddy, not the fridge. There we go.
Higher. All the way up.
Quite good. It's side view of you, in front of you and me. Now don't let them keep those elbows by the side. This is building your big biceps. Everyone wants big biceps.
And good forearms, huh?
Good forearms for gripping, yeah. And we're
15
going to do a
seconds.
tricep one too.
Okay.
Give you big arms overall.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, bicep curls. Come on, Kyle.
5 seconds. 3 seconds.
Harry, do it properly.
Oh, that's an easy one.
That was
How's it
refreshing again. You don't know what I mean.
Trouble that one.
Ah, that's not trouble.
That's all in there.
So this time, hold it there. You can even hold them together, and then you go up and down like this. And it's a bit like you're doing a throw-in. And you should burn the back of your arms. I'm going to pull the back of my trousers up. Show my belly for a while. There you go. High-waisted trousers. To the front view. Should burn pretty quickly if you're doing it right. Just from behind your head on top of your head. Good Cara. Should burn the back of your arms. Just burn the back of your arms.
A little bit.
Go faster than Sajida. Come on.
It's getting a bit hot.
Now it is. 10
10
seconds. Oh, now it's burning.
How many more exercises do you have to do?
Oh, I gotta look. I'm not doing a good job keeping count. What does it say since you're at the bottom?
We have done 10 rounds of 15.
Ooh.
So 5 more.
5 left.
5 left. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy. So, we're going to combine. We did this exercise, didn't we? And we did this one. Now we're going to do this, look.
Right.
So it's one front, one side. Other one front, other one side. Like that. Okay, a little bit sideways.
Like that.
Maybe
Nice.
swapping hands. Ow!
Just
Sorry.
One's going behind you, since you should be going behind you. Front and side. 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 Just pat your head and rub your tummy.
I
Why
can't.
behind you?
Yeah, this one's to the side. No, I'm doing it now.
Good.
Wrap your
Around,
and
around.
then wrap your tummy.
Oh, you explained it very badly.
Very good. So now, this is a little bit harder than some of the other ones we've done. We're going to do hooks, right? But we don't want to go 1, 2, 3, because it's very slow. I want to be here. Go. So every time I twist, I'm ready with the next one. So it's non-stop, and you see my hips and my feet are moving a little bit. So imagine you're hitting someone in the body, just over and over again for 40 seconds. Just as fast as you can.
So it's like terrible form.
I look terrible.
Yes.
I'm working hard. That's the main thing to do.
15.
10 seconds.
Punch in the middle, Claire. Punch in the middle. There you go.
3 seconds. Oh. Oh. Oh,
3 more to go.
12 down. 3 to go. Good, Cara. The next one, we're going to hang them down. We're going to go like this, up and down, over and over again. Like that says elbows out. So it's a bit like you're trying to touch your chin, but don't touch your chin because you might bash yourself in the face.
Especially if you've got.
So just stop a little bit before, almost. If you've got a beard, touch your beard. Alright?
There's 5 of you that will, the 5-year-olds that will really work out.
Right, go. I feel like it's pushing a plunger on dynamite. That's what the feeling is.
Right.
Just do it. Can't keep closer together. There we go.
But then I've got T-Rex arms.
You know, elbows flaring. There we go.
Oh.
So you feel it in your triceps.
Alright, okay.
Feel like trying to get both bottle tops to touch the chin. I don't know what Kara's doing, so try and copy me.
No, bottle's touching your chin.
Or Kara's having a seizure.
No, nearly touching my chin.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Time.
How many we got left to do? 2.
13 or 15. We've got 2 left.
Right. So this one is my favourite. So instead we punched forward, we punched up, we punched a giant. Now we got punch a child.
So punching down.
So punching down. So this dude's got to punch a baby. Kara's got to punch a baby. So aiming down, imagine someone much shorter than you.
A proper punch hair. All the way up, all the way up.
You're getting your fighting stance ready. Punch that baby. Punch that.
Oh,
It's gonna be music forever, isn't
Because when someone tag you in it and makes it into a meme. Punch the baby. Punch the baby.
Punch the baby. Faster, you can hit that baby more.
Or like Cassius, somebody.
Yeah. Faster, Kara, come on. Come on, Kara. Come on, Kara. Come on. Come on. Faster, Kara. Come on.
10 seconds.
Punch that baby. Punch it,
5
baby.
seconds. 3 seconds. Time.
One.
Oh, that's.
Una más.
Our last one's our Olympic weightlifting. So you hold the bottles here, squat low, breath, squat low, breath. Last exercise, then we're stretching. You gotta push right up as high as you can, Kyle, every time, okay? And you got squat low, kids. You always cheat on the squats. So you hold it here. It's like you've got the Olympic, you're in the Olympics, you got your weight, and you need your legs to help you push it. So you're going down and use your legs. Bend down, use your legs. Boom! 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 So this is beating me now. Ah! My legs kill! Bad knees!
I'm faster.
Halfway! That'll get you.
A little bit.
Right, cheating.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, come on! Oh, got very
5
excited.
seconds.
Hit the
3
roof.
seconds.
Woo! Weights down.
Let me drink your water.
The wisdom.
I'm going to drink Kara's weights. There.
Ah.
How you feeling, Kara? Is that hard work?
No.
You strong?
My shoulders are killing me.
Better than Joe
It
Wicks.
was easy than squeezing.
Oh! I'm glad.
Which makes me think she cheated, lemon cheated.
No lemon cheating. We talked about this.
I have not cheated.
No lemon cheating?
No.
No. Right, when you stand up, we've got to finish with a stretch.
Like
Now we
that.
can do our static stretching. We've finished our exercise. So we're going to reach up to the ceiling, hold it, even come onto your toes, reach up as you can.
Oh, that's the lighting.
And breathe in,
I
And then breathe out and touch your toes, or get as close as you can, but keeping your legs straight. And if it hurts a little bit, good. And reach up again.
I got nearly
Touch
to
the
my
ceiling.
ankles. I nearly touched my ankles.
And then down. Touch those toes. No, my toes. Your toes. Now we're going to reach up. And we're going to stretch to the side. So look, I'm going to cross my foot over. Doesn't really matter which one you do. And then reach over to the side like this. And feel it down here. Feels quite nice. And then swap sides.
You know, like a ballerina.
Beautiful ballerina.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm going to pull my arm in. Look over my shoulder.
Oh, this is the one you need. Painful shoulders.
There's a lot of shoulders in
No, because this.
So, 90% of those exercises I used to do a lot when I was fighting, and they're from a famous boxing coach, the most successful boxing coach in history. Is called Freddie Roach, and he came up with the theory that what you need to be a good boxer is not so much power, because everyone can hit quite hard, but you need the endurance of the muscle.
What's endurance?
So it means you can keep going.
Yeah.
So he had a whole video, and I think it was on VHS a long time ago, and he showed how he trained some of his fighters. And he would have little weights, the same weight as a bottle of water, and every day he'd have him doing exercises like this, because there's a very low risk of injury. It kept you strong, helped you get a little bit stronger, and made you fast and explosive, and have good endurance. And perfect for a martial artist or a boxer or a striker. And sometimes heavy weights make you slow. And forwards, or if you just do cardio like running, no weights, you can end up a bit weak. Good, shake it out. We're gonna bow. And arigato. High five.
Bang to the
High
door.
five.
Not to the
Boom.
Sorry, guys.